Unit 1. Food Security in the Wake of Climate Change. Impacts of climate change on food and nutrition security. What if your next meal wasn't guaranteed? What if the food on your table was threatened by forces far beyond your control? Rising temperatures, devastating floods, or prolonged droughts? In this video, we're exploring how climate change is impacting one of humanity's most basic needs. Food security, once taken for granted by many, is becoming an increasingly fragile reality. As climate change reshapes our world, the soil beneath our feet, the foundation of all food production, is shifting. Severe weather events like hurricanes, floods, and droughts are growing more intense and more frequent. And this means our ability to grow enough nutritious food is under threat. But the real question is, how will we respond to this challenge before it's too late? Let's start by understanding what climate change really is. It's not just a rise in temperature, it's the disruption of long-established weather patterns. For farmers, this means unpredictable seasons, droughts when they expect rain, floods when they least expect them. It's wreaking havoc on crops, livestock, and ultimately the food we all rely on. Think about it. What happens when the very systems designed to feed us can no longer keep up? How long can we afford to ignore the warning signs before widespread food shortages become our new normal? Climate change isn't just about changing the weather, it's changing our relationship with food. Soil degradation, water scarcity, and the depletion of natural resources are all byproducts of a warming planet. When fertile soil is eroded or flooded, when drought dries up essential water supplies, crops simply don't grow. This is how climate change directly leads to food insecurity. Ask yourself, what happens when the land can no longer provide? Who suffers the most? It's the communities already on the edge, those who rely on subsistence farming, those who live in rural areas, those with limited access to resources. From the Horn of Africa to Bangladesh, climate change is already leaving its mark. In East Africa, severe droughts are destroying crops and killing livestock, leaving millions without food. In Bangladesh, rising sea levels are salting farmlands, making them unfit for agriculture. Farmers are losing not just their crops, but their livelihoods, their homes, everything. But here's something we all need to consider. If climate change can do this in just a few short years, what will the next decade bring? Climate change isn't just affecting those living in the most vulnerable regions. It's disrupting global food systems, affecting supply chains, and driving up prices. From rising prices in your local grocery store to empty shelves during crises. How secure is your food supply? Really, by 2050, it's estimated that the cost of food could rise by up to 60%. For many families already living on the edge, this will put them into extreme hunger, and yet we often fail to connect this event to the bigger picture. Climate change is not just a future threat, it's here, now. At the heart of this crisis is an issue of food justice. Vulnerable populations, those already facing poverty, racial and economic inequality, and health disparities, are disproportionately impacted by food insecurity caused by climate change. Access to nutrition, affordable food is becoming a privilege rather than a right. So, the question is, In a world where climate change threatens everyone, why are some communities hit so much harder than others? And what can we do to ensure that food justice is part of our climate response? It's not all doom and gloom. Around the world, communities are coming together to find innovative solutions to these challenges. From sustainable farming techniques that conserve water and improve soil health to urban farming that brings food production closer to cities, there are solutions. But these solutions need support. Will we invest in these innovations before the climate crisis worsens, or will we wait until it's too late? The global response to climate change and food insecurity needs to be as urgent as the crisis itself. Governments, civil society, and the individuals all have a role to play. But are we doing enough? Are we demanding the necessary policy changes, the investment in sustainable agriculture, and the protections for vulnerable communities? Or are we hoping the crisis will pass us by? The truth is, we can't wait for someone else to solve this. We need to act today, whether it's supporting local food systems, reducing our carbon footprint, or advocating for policies that address both climate change and food justice. There are steps we can all take. So, what will you do? Will you be part of the solution to secure our future food supply? Or will we continue down the path of inaction, letting climate change dictate our access to food? In the face of climate change, the question isn't whether we'll be impacted. The question is how we'll respond and how quickly. The future of food security is in our hands. Let's act before it's too late. Take action, protect our food systems, support climate resilience. This publication was made possible through the funding provided by Global Affairs Canada under the Empowering Women and Girls project. The Commonwealth of Learning wishes to thank the contributors to this video: Kuntal De, Sandy Hart, Francis Ferreira, Cyrus Kithuva, and Colin Somondi.